Hey everybody, let me know if you can hear me, see me okay down in the comments. I had to run down and get my Liverpool flag that somebody sent to me. I wanted to have that for the game. I have Chelsea's flag here. I don't have a big Chelsea flag yet, so this one will have to do. I don't know where I'm going to put this actually now that I think about it. How about I just, let's see. Would it be disrespectful if I draped it on the chair? I don't want to be disrespectful of it. Oh, this is upside down. Doesn't mean I'm rooting for Liverpool necessarily, but I've got both teams represented here. I haven't seen them play yet, so I don't know which team I'll like. Here. Hey guys, Scarlett's here. You can see her tail wagging. She's in a very playful mood right now, so I can't guarantee how this is going to go. How are you guys doing? Just scroll. I haven't even looked at the comments yet. I'm going to scroll through them really quickly here. We're probably going to have a much, much smaller crowd for this game than we did for the Euro games. I'm not expecting too many people, but especially since I just put this up a few minutes ago on YouTube. So, let's see. Hi, Adrian. Let's see here. James says you're definitely going to want to watch the Champions League as well as the Premier League this year. Some huge games coming up. You guys are going to have to be my guide on this and let me know which games are the big ones because I'm not familiar enough with it. Guys, I have Chelsea representing right here too. If I had a big Chelsea flag, I'd put that up, but I don't have one. I'm trying to be neutral. So we have Liverpool, we have Chelsea right here. Like I said, I've not seen these teams play yet, so I don't know how I will like each one. I'm trying to see if the game coverage has started yet. No. I'm watching on the Peacock app over here in the States. So I'm going to put the scoreboard up like I did for the Euro games, and you guys are going to have to sync it with your own screen that you're watching this on, because obviously I can't stream the game as much as I would like to, but who do you guys think is going to win? I see a lot of people saying Chelsea's going to win. Which team is considered the better one? I'm not sure. Is Chelsea considered a little bit better than Liverpool? Liverpool at home. Okay, so that is a good point. They do have the home advantage, so. I have no idea. I can't even begin to know. Come on, Peacock. I'm going to quit the app and go back into it. Sometimes you have to refresh it for it to actually play the stream. Let's see. Watching on my iPad again. It says it started it started the stream, but then when I click on it, it says coverage will begin shortly. So I don't know what that's about. Hopefully it'll start working before they kick off. So we already have the lineups. Oh no, I'm still just trying to get the game. They might be on like a, let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can get the lineups up on the screen or something. Guys, this is going to be my very first Premier League game. I've never watched one before. Trying to navigate the lingo of soccer and football here.
Okay, listen up.
Whoa. They do have lineups. Let's see. Let me see if I can put this up here. Big enough to where you can see it. That's the scoreboard. I want to... Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I'll maybe make it full screen. But this is the Liverpool lineup right here. I think it's the Liverpool lineup. Yeah. I don't know who any of these players are. You guys have to let me know in the comments which ones are considered like the good ones to look out for, like the who scores a lot, you know, who are the big defensive players, I guess, as well. And you have your subs down here, I guess. And let's see, Chelsea. And I know I'm looking at ESPN's. It's just my default one that I go to. So here's the Chelsea lineup. I'm looking for Pulisic because I know he's the American, right? But I heard that he usually subs and doesn't start. I don't see him on either list. Oh, is he not playing right now? Because I heard he had COVID or something, right? So those are your lineups. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can get my... Seriously, Peacock. Why are you not playing? I know they've started the stream and I can't play it. Is the game running late? Do you guys know? Is it running late or something? Is that why they're not starting the stream yet? Or is my app just screwed up? My camera seems out of focus. It's in focus, so if it looks like it's out of focus, it's because the stream is lagging. So it might lag here or there for you guys. It should fix itself. But I have autofocus on, so it's should be in focus. Guys, I'm seriously like trying to get this stream up. This is what it gives me. Coverage will begin shortly. That's what it's telling me. Okay, well, let me do this on the browser. Let me see if it's going to play. Sorry, guys, I'm not reading your comments. I'm trying to get the game so it'll play. I don't want to miss it. Oh, it says coverage will begin shortly. So I guess they just haven't started the coverage over here yet. I don't know. Feels like it's only going to start streaming at kickoff. Well, they had it like at 11. Like it actually says on here that it started streaming. Like I don't know if you guys can see. It says it started streaming 9 minutes ago. So I don't know. I do have another option I can maybe switch over to if I have to. It's kicking off. Great. All right. Well, this is going well. Oh, now it's playing. Okay. And of course, I missed the kickoff. Oh, wait. What the heck? Okay. Ugh. I'll put my headphones in so I can hear what they're saying. All right. They didn't start the stream until kickoff, guys. I hear them play. There's them singing the song. Oh, they kicked it into the crowd. I haven't seen that before. Okay, let me see if I can get the clock up and all that stuff. Sorry, guys. This is a bit of a mess starting out. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna do it at 1. I'm just gonna do it at 2 minutes. Okay, guys, so I'm about 2 minutes in. I don't know what the lag is like. This already has a very different feel to it than the Euros, because the Euros were played in these huge stadiums, and this is a very much more like intimate feeling. I can get that right away. The crowd is super close to the field, which I don't think they were for the Euro matches. They're actually like kicking the ball into the crowd, so like I have headphones in. I am listening to the commentary too. Okay, so you guys are like at the same point in the game as me. That would be cool if that's the case. 30 seconds. Okay, well, I guess everybody's going to be different. Are they going to be singing for the entire game? Is that how this goes usually? This is a very different feeling from the Euros. Very different. I can hear the crowd like way, way, way better on this. Okay, that manager is very familiar to me. Was he coaching in the Euros at all? Is that how I recognize him? The one that they're showing right now? They called a foul. Huh? I like the neon stripes on the sides of Chelsea's uniforms or kit. You can't coach a national team and a club at the same time. Oh, but the coach, I don't know what team he's coaching, actually. He looks familiar. Club coaches don't coach national teams. Maybe it's just in one of my other videos I recognize him from that. It's crazy how close the crowd is to the sidelines. I mean, they're right there. They don't have much of a margin and out of bounds. I've already chosen a team sport in the Premier League. No. I want to watch some games. I'm just going to stay neutral for right now. I want to watch some games. Oh, here we go. There we go. We have a free kick. Oh, they tricked me. I thought the guy running was going to kick the ball. Depends on the stadium. Some stadiums are for football like this. Some also have track and field. Really? Have to make room for the running tracks. Interesting. What are the track and fields? Like, what teams use that? He was the coach in the Champions League final. I didn't stream that. I think I just recognize him from other videos I've done. This is my first ever one. This is my first Premier game. I've never watched one before. Man, the Liverpool fans do not stop, do they? My goodness. I have to say, I actually prefer this to the Euros. I like the smaller pitch, the smaller stadium, the more engaged crowd. It just is way more intimate, way more like intense, I feel like. Here we go. Oh. I'll find over time I'll begin to favor a particular team. Yeah, I just that's why I want to watch a bunch of games so that I can get kind of a feel for that, because I just don't know. Okay, we have another free kick. I'm just kind of like watching how they line up for a free kick. I've never really paid much attention to that before. So it looks like they're lining up for like a particular play almost. See, the free kicks I saw in the Euros, they were trying to kick it directly to the goal and score. So far in this, they seem to be trying to kick it for like a header or something like that into the goal. So that's a little different, it seems like. Hope I'm enjoying it. Just got back from watching Charlton beat Crewe 2-0 in the 3rd division, known as League One. Hope it was a good game. So defensive, I know it's a defensive wall. I was looking at the Liverpool players more to see what they did on the free kick, like how they tried to position themselves on the field. That was interesting to me. Hey, Domhnall, thank you so much. Did you hear the news about Ronaldo going back to Manchester United? I did. It's really exciting, actually. I wasn't expecting to be able to watch him in the Premier League this year, so that'll be fun. It's harder for me to get the other leagues. This almost has like a feeling of like a college football game here in the US. It's a lot more like that. And I think that's it's got a bit more of like that feel and atmosphere to it. And I think that's what's drawing me a lot to this. Because you guys know how much I like to watch college football over here. College football season starts next Saturday, so my team is playing their first game next Saturday. Hey, Rudy Can't Game. Good to see you again. I remember you from all of the Euro games. I'm glad you're getting into the beautiful game. I think I'm going to enjoy the Premier League games a little bit more than I did the Euros, just because the atmosphere is just so different. They seem like they're just playing with a little bit more intensity too. Is that right? Would that be right to make that observation? Did I see Man City versus Arsenal? No, I did not. I was doing another stream for my patrons earlier today, so we were doing that. I think Messi's the better player skill-wise, but Ronaldo's definitely braver in trying the harder leagues overall. What do you mean by that? Do you think Messi doesn't want to play in the Premier League? Where are you watching the match? I'm watching it on the Peacock app over here. It's the NBC network. We get all of the Premier League games over here on that. I love the singing from Liverpool. It's so cool. I don't recognize this song they're singing right now, though. What's the difference between college football and professional football in the US? I love how the crowd just like goes wild at all these little things too. That's different. Oh. Yeah, guys, the crowd atmosphere is way, way, way better than in the Euros. That's for sure. Wow. Who do you guys say is the like loudest crowd in the Premier League? Is it Liverpool, or would you say another crowd is? Okay. Sorry, I'm going to answer this question in a minute. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anything in the game. Oh, so I wanted to see them kick it in. Basically, the difference is college football is university teams playing. That's really the only difference. Peacock is Premier League. Paramount Plus is NWSL. What is NWSL? Series A in South America. ESPN Plus is MLS, La Liga. Okay, I have ESPN Plus, so I can, I guess, see a lot of the Spanish games. Bundesliga. I know that's the German league, right? Serie A, is that the Italian league? What is the French league on, guys? Because I want to be able to watch some PSG games with Messi. Oh, National Women's Soccer League. Okay, that's what NWLS is. So you guys are saying Liverpool or Manchester United for the like loudness factor? I'll have to watch, like, I need to watch a Manchester United game with Ronaldo. When does he start playing with them, guys? Does he start like immediately, or is it going to be a few weeks, or what? League One is the French league. That's right. I forgot it. I want to know what where I can get that over here. I don't know if I can. Okay, they just called the foul. I think I'm just trying to. Oh, he's arguing with the referee. How to watch football matches without paying? Just stream it illegal. You know what? I've learned over the years it's just easier to pay for it than trying to go through the hassle of streaming stuff illegally. I have done that in the past. I'll admit to having done that in the past, but I don't know. Now, these days, I'm just like, you know what? It's easier just to pay for it. Like, what is BN Sport? Yeah, I might have to switch over to like Fubo TV because they have BN, but right now I'm paying for Hulu Live TV. Do you guys think Ronaldo will start playing like next week? I donated to say the pitch is full size and it's just an illusion, but I don't think it was enough to pen the comment. Yeah, I know. It's just the stadium is smaller, so everything is much more compact. It makes it look smaller. Oh, Chelsea just scored. Okay. Hope they show the replay of that because wow. Show it again. Like he guys, he did that off like the back of his head. He wasn't even looking at the goal. Oh my gosh. And it just barely cleared the top bar. Oh my gosh. That was do you guys think there was a little bit of luck involved in that one? He wasn't even looking at the goal. Liverpool's the fans are getting louder now. You guys are saying that he did that on purpose. Well, I know that he, did it on purpose, but I mean, he was doing it off the back of his head and he couldn't see exactly where everything was. So I just thought that maybe there was a little bit of. I don't know. I'll learn, guys. I'll learn the more games I watch. I'm watching on Peacock here in the States. I know Liverpool fans are one of the best fan bases in the world. They have a slogan, "You'll never walk alone." Yep, I have their flag. "You'll never walk alone" right here. I can tell though, like they're super loud singing this whole time. It's very impressive, actually. No luck on that. Do I have American commentary? No, I have the British commentary going. I think they're just using the stream from whatever channel you guys watch it on over there. Is it play on Sky over there? Is that how you guys watch it? Oh, Chelsea almost had another chance right there. Depends on what channels or network you have. I don't know how it works over in the UK. How your TV works over there. Am I enjoying the game so far? Yeah, I am. I like this much better than the Euro games. Like the Euros were fun, but this is like on a completely different level. So I'm enjoying it. The crowd atmosphere is like 10 out of 10. And I really like the more intimate setting of the crowd being really close to the pitch. Oh. Oh. That's some fancy footwork right there. NBC has British commentators. They don't use the British feed. They make their own. Huh. Just learning how it works. Is Christian Pulisic, is he out right now because of the COVID or something? If you think crowds are out here, games like Liverpool versus Man United and Arsenal versus Tottenham will shock you a lot more. Okay. I'll have to watch some of those. I have to get a feel for like what the good games to watch are going to be. Okay, so Pulisic is out for right now. Brazil, you watch on ESPN and Fox Sports. Okay. Most teams sing all game. I wouldn't have watched this game, but as you're streaming, I am. Oh, well, thank you. Newcastle versus Southampton was an exciting game. Well, since I know that these two teams are some of the top teams in the league, so it would be fun to like compare this to some of the like lower tier teams, I guess, and the other like lower leagues, just like to see how different it is. Singing Never Walk Alone in a Louisiana accent sounds so cool. When was it sung in a Louisiana accent? September 15th, Bayern versus Barcelona will be a great game. Oh, they're replaying the goal scored. I'm going to look at some other like leagues, guys, because I want to see just like I want to get a feel for football with an injury. I want to get a football for around the world because it is an international game. And so I want to get a feel for what it's like in different parts of the world. It would be cool to like catch one of the games maybe in like Greece. I don't know, where they're like setting everything on fire. Like that might be fun to watch. Hey, Refugee Republic. Okay, they're singing, they're clapping now. Okay, but like in the shot now, everybody in the stands is just sitting down quietly watching. So is it only like a section of the crowd that is singing and like really into it, or does the whole crowd get into it? Ronaldo's debut for United is September 11th versus Newcastle. Messi debut for PSG is tomorrow. Oh, okay. Huh, I kind of want to watch that tomorrow. Not stream it, but I don't know if I can get my hands on it or not. Can't wait to see my reactions to the World Cup. Yeah, I've never watched the World Cup before. So that'll be a new experience for sure. Where does Greece watch a game from Greece? Where does Greece, do they televise their games too? Because I don't even know if I can watch it, but I would like to. I'm just curious. This is called the Ultras section. Okay. So the Ultras are the ones that are doing most of the singing then. So it's like a section of the stadium. I need to do a video on the Ultras. I've got one queued up to do. I need to do that. Actually, there are a few. I saw there's like a documentary that's like an hour long about the Ultras, like that really like gets into the details of them. And it's not just like that's kind of cool, like how it just goes out of bounds and then they can just pick it up themselves and throw it back in. I feel like in our sports over here, the referee has to like touch it first and then hand it to the player. Like it's different. I can give you a link to the PSG game if you want. Liverpool fans don't have ultras. That guy's overseas. I don't know what that means. If you want to feel the great atmosphere of football, try watching East European and South American football, but in Europe's top leagues, German, I don't know how to say that name, Bundesliga, and French League One have a great atmosphere. If you want to watch a Greek game, make sure it's PAOK, Eris, Panathinaikos, or Olympiakos. Okay. Watch the relegation battle between Arsenal and Norwich on September 11th. So I'm assuming Norwich is in danger of being relegated and they have to beat Arsenal, to give them that point to stay in the league. Is that what the situation is with that? Seeing it, football used to be 50 times better when there were proper standing sections. It also used to be super loud in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So there's like sections where you can only stand. Okay, somebody made a joke. What was the joke? Yeah, it did go over my head. What was the joke? Why on earth are you interested in a UK football game? I'm just trying to learn about the sport. The whole point of my channel is like learning about stuff around the world. Get out of my bubble of the United States a little bit. And this is part of that, I think. The joke is Arsenal. Wait, what? So the relegation battle was the joke? Is that... I'm lost, guys. I don't know what you guys are talking about. He kicks it like way over the goal and everybody's standing up cheering. Okay, I think the comment about Arsenal was a joke, but I don't get it. Rudy can't game. Thank you. Too early for relegation. They're just trolling. Okay, so it was that comment. I don't know these things, guys. I joke about Arsenal being relegated. I'm an Arsenal fan. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. Well, that video that I watched about the teams, I think the point about Arsenal was that the fan base is super passionate, but they lose a lot. And they were talking about like how they have like the best fan YouTube channel or something. The joke is that Arsenal is so bad that they might get relegated. Certainly not impossible. Another foul. Let's see. They have a big team that have a massively drop off. They are so inconsistent. People just love to troll them. Okay. So from now on, I should, if anybody mentions Arsenal in a comment, I should beware of a possible joke in progress. Is that right? Okay, we have another free kick here. It's really interesting to me, the contrast of the ultra section versus everybody else that are just like sitting quietly watching the game. It's very interesting. In our college football over here, there's a lot more chanting and singing than you see in the NFL because the universities have their traditions. They have their songs just like you would have for these clubs have their own songs. And the entire crowd is really into it, though. It's not just like one section. So that's what I'm just noticing, that difference. It's really interesting. Just for future reference, you should charge your scorecard thingy from, or change it from period to half, since that would be a proper name for it. Let me see. Let me see if I can even do that. Oh, that's going to mess up the clock. Well. We'll get the clocks fixed here. Okay. There we go. Singing is very spontaneous. Football games, fans make up new songs to inspire their team and troll the opposition. Am I a Liverpool fan? We have no injury, okay. I am neutral right now. I've got a Chelsea flag here. I've got the Liverpool flag here. If I get a big Liverpool flag or a Chelsea flag, I'll put that up too. I just don't have one. The chanting has left the spirits and gameplay of the players who really noticed the difference in the games when they played in an empty stadium due to the virus. I think the crowd has that effect on teams in pretty much every sport. Let's see. People in the UK aren't cheerful. They're kind of serious, and every match means something for each team. That's why people aren't really chanting. Once something happens, the fans go off. I'm watching the crowd. I'm just like trying to take in the whole like atmosphere because it's so different from what I've seen so far. There are usually singing sections who will be loud all game, but the whole crowd does join in. There's also a away fan section, which you probably can't see. So you guys like separate the away game fans, right? Because I hear that you guys really just don't get along very well. Here, the away game fans, there might be like little sections or like little pockets of them, but they're usually mixed in with everybody. It's really good to see this crowd so packed with COVID going on. It really makes it feel like the sports matter again. Like I had a really hard time getting into sports when COVID, like all the restrictions were happening, because it just wasn't like a lot of players would be out, and it just didn't seem like a real season. But this season, when the crowds are back, the players are back, I'm looking forward to it again. I go to lots of away games with Arsenal, get an allocation of a few thousand in one section. Great days out. Away fans have much less distance to travel over here generally. I was just thinking that, like, you guys, like, our teams would have to travel hundreds and sometimes thousands of miles, and it's just not possible to go to all of the away games. I'm from India. They don't broadcast the French league here, so I kind of have to do the naughty naughty. Well, guess do what you got to do. We separate them both for safety and fun. People like to be with their fellow fans, so they can sing and cheer as one. Well, that makes total sense. I agree with that. Since the fans mix here, like going to a game and like literally like right behind you, you could have fans from the other team, and it's super annoying because they'll like sometimes try to like harass you a little bit. By like just shouting really, really loud to annoy you, or you know, whatever. Or they'll say like give like little digs to like, you know, make you mad or something like that. We don't have like fights usually, but it's really annoying. Oh, 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 oh my gosh. I've never seen that before. Oh, I've heard about this. VAR gets to stop the game if they want to, right? Look at number 3 being a goalie. What are they looking at though? They're trying to see if the ball crossed the line. What are they looking at? I don't understand. Oh, handball. Oh. So if it comes off the body and accidentally hits the hand, that's okay? Oh, I see where it touched. What? What's going on? I'm so confused right now. I'm so confused what's going on right now. Why is he getting a red card? A yellow card? What the heck is going on, guys? Deliberate handball means a red card player has to go and not be. Whoa, really? How is that deliberate? It didn't look deliberate to me. Oh, Liverpool crowd's excited now. So if it had like accidentally just hit his hand, it wouldn't have been a red card. It would have just been like a yellow card or something. Oh, he swung his arm towards the ball, and that's why they're calling it deliberate. Oh, we got a penalty kick, guys. I'm not sure if I've seen the one in the middle of the game before like this. So red card means penalty kick? Well, Chelsea, not good. Uh-oh, are we going to have a fight? Wow, the Liverpool crowd is super loud right now. Oh, because handball was in the box as a penalty. Okay, that's right. It has to be in the box, right? What is he like arguing with the ref through his hand like this? So I'm guessing the call on the handball is going to be a controversial call, right? All right, I'm trying to get to this comment that I've had up here. How are we still playing the game? Isn't the half 45 minutes and they're adding 3 minutes? So shouldn't it be over at 48 minutes? Oh, change the score. Yeah, sorry. I'm going to forget like all the time. Yeah, this game's already a lot better than the Euro games for sure. Stoppage time. Gotta stop the time here. So I gotta reset to 45 minutes, right? I think that's how you do it. Okay, as a person who played basketball, what thing stood out for you in football, soccer that amazed you when learning about the sport? I'm still like not quite over the out of bounds thing with the ball. Because in all of our other sports over here, if the ball just even like touches the line for out of bounds, it's out. But in this sport, it has to be completely out for it to be ruled out of bounds. So that still gets me like every single time it happens. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's out of bounds, and then it's not. Like that still is like, I think it's just like stuff like that, trying to get used to the rules still. But to me, like I guess the most like amazing thing though is just the skill and scoring, like that header that Chelsea scored with earlier, where he basically just hit it off the back of his head into the goal. I mean, it missed the top bar by like inches, or centimeters, as you guys might say. That was like, to me, I still don't really have an idea for how they just intuitively feel where the goal is and where the ball is. And like as a basketball player, like I can equate it maybe to like shooting a free throw. Like there's a certain feel, or just shooting the ball, there's a certain feel when it comes off your hand. You can tell if you've missed the shot or not. Like as soon as it comes off my fingers, I know whether it's a good shot or not. And so I'm assuming it's very similar in football, where you're going for the score or whatever, and you can tell if it's on point or not. So it's probably kind of like that. But yeah, I just don't have experience with it, so. More red cards incoming. I don't know, guys. Like, I want to see they didn't really show they showed the replay like one time. I wanted to see more of that. Over here, like we call it instant replay instead of VAR, and they will just beat it to death. They'll show it the replay like 10 times from multiple angles to like see the fine detail of what happened. And they only showed it like once in slow motion, and so I kind of like, from the one time that they showed it. Like it didn't look like an intentional thing, but somebody on here on the comment said that he swung his arm around, which is why they called it intentional. Just like stuff like that is like I didn't know about the handball. Like maybe somebody mentioned it in during the Euro match. I feel like it came up once there, but it's hard to remember like all of the rules. But like I didn't know that the handball was an automatic red card, and apparently there's a nuance with it though, where if it touches your body and then your hand, like maybe it's not a red card. So the little things like that I don't really know about, and so it's kind of been fun learning about that today too. What are my thoughts on the game so far? I'm enjoying it. I'm really liking this game a lot more than the Euro games I watched, just because of the atmosphere and stuff. And I feel like I've said that multiple times already, but yep, exactly like that, until the goalie takes the feeling away. So I guess you that's in reference to like me talking about having a feel for where the ball is going. I would we actually have soccer goals. I'm sorry, I'm calling it soccer, but we have 2 soccer goals. They're not full size like we in these games, but we have them in the backyard for my nephews to play on, and so I might have to like set that up. You know what would be fun is to set up one of those and have a soccer ball and see if Scarlett can be a goalie and see if I can score on Scarlett. That would be fun. I might do a video on that to see if I can score on Scarlett, because she loves soccer balls and she plays defense better than like anybody you could possibly imagine. Once she gets possession of the of a football, it's hard to get it back from her. I know some of you are ragging on me about calling it soccer, but I'm gonna like stop kind of apologizing for that. It's not meant as like it's not meant in a disrespectful way if I say soccer. That's what it's called over here. And you know, different countries have different names for it. So, and soccer started in the UK, so you can't blame me for it. Let's see. Preventing a definite goal with an illegal move, foul, or handball is an automatic red card. Handball is not always red. Okay, so it was because he was blocking a goal. So if he had done that like out in the middle of the field or something, it wouldn't have been a red card. No, you guys used to call it soccer over in the UK. You guys... I'll probably like go between soccer and football. Like I'll probably use both terms, but yeah. I know you guys you called it soccer a while ago. Like I know you haven't used it more recently, but you guys still have shows that have soccer in the name, right? Like TV shows about football that use soccer in the title. So like American football is not played with the foot mostly. Well, neither is rugby, but you guys call it rugby football, so that's where we got the term from. I don't know, guys. It's just the way it developed over here. It developed differently over here. So, again, it's not like, is not meant to be like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful of you guys when I say soccer. So, what do you think would happen in basketball if it had the red card? Would you think a team of 4 would have a chance against 5 players? There's something called a technical foul or a flagrant foul in basketball. So there is something like a red card over there. So like if you do a flagrant foul, then you can get kicked out of the game. So there in technical fouls, there are certain technical fouls where you can get kicked out of the game. So it does kind of exist in basketball, but you can replace the player. Like you don't have to play with 4 players. Would 4 have a chance against 5? There have been instances where a team, like if you run out of, like you can continue to substitute until you run out of players. Like there have been games, they're rare, but there are games where like the team will foul out and you have to play with 4 players. And that has happened before. It depends on how good the teams are though, whether or not it would work well. Oops. Hey Nick, thank you. I'm a Liverpool fan, so want Liverpool to win, but also want at least one more shot on target from each of Salah and Lukaku. Lukaku, I hope I'm saying that name right. Would win me money. Oh, so you got a bet on this game, huh? I'm not on either side. I'm just watching the game as a neutral fan right now. Or maybe just, I don't know if you can have a neutral fan, just like a neutral person. Which player is a standout for me until now? You mean in this game? I don't know the players on the teams really. Honestly, I'm doing good just to keep up with what's going on the field. I haven't really learned the players' names yet, so that will come, I'm sure, after watching a few games. Like it took me seriously like until like game maybe 2 or 3 of watching England to where I remembered who Kane was, and then I think I did four games in the Euros of England. And it wasn't until like the last game that I started to learn 2 or 3 of the players. So it takes me a while to learn names, guys. Did I see the NBA drafts? No, I don't really follow the NBA very much. Again, I prefer college sports over here. I'm way more into that than I am professional sports. I really don't like watching professional sports. I find them boring to watch compared to college sports over here. Salah is so underrated. Is Salah on Liverpool's team? I think he's on Liverpool, right? I'll have to like start paying attention to the names on the back of the jerseys more, or the kit, whatever. Please take that off my chair. Hey, look, I'm trying to represent. I don't have any other place to put it. I have Liverpool. I have Chelsea right here. Okay. If I had a big Chelsea flag, I'd have that up too. But this is the only Chelsea flag I have. I'm trying to represent both teams. Hey, Mike. Appreciate it. First time I managed to catch a live stream. Fun times. Well, thanks. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, it is fun. Like I'm really enjoying this game. Watching this game a lot more than the Euros. I'm not saying that. Okay, you Liverpool, you Chelsea fans have to chill out about the flag. I got your flag here too. I think we have an even split with like Liverpool and Chelsea fans watching this, so I got to represent both. I'm neutral right now. Let's see. Salah's the one who scored the. Oh, okay. So he's the one with like the bushy curly hairdo. Okay. It is halftime right now. Actually, need to plug my iPad in because it's like on 5% or something. So I want to make sure I don't. Where's Scarlett? Oh, she's right there. Try to keep an eye on Scarlett. Yeah, good girl. Yeah. Just being a good girl so far, guys. No interruptions so far. Okay. Let's see here. Guys, if I could show you a picture of my desk right now, there's no room on it. Let's see here. I don't want to like break anything. Can I plug it in? Oh, crap. Okay, I can't plug it in. Let's see. Okay, this is an interesting quandary here. We're started again. Oops. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Let's see. We'll do 45. 40. That was a quick half. Went by fast. Sorry, guys, if I'm missing anybody in the comments. I know what I'm going to do. Hang on. Change out chargers. This is too big to plug into my extension cord, so hopefully this works. Oh no, this is too big too. Dadgummit. I need a I've got one eye on the game right now, but oh my gosh. Oh, clock. Dadgummit. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to like keep my iPad from going dead right now. Let's see. I should have charged it before the game, and I forgot to do it. So that wasn't good. Okay. trying to like find all of my cables that I could possibly use to do this. Okay. I'm going to unplug my computer and charge my iPad for a little bit on this computer charger. We'll do it that way. Just got to remember to plug my computer back in before its battery runs out. Okay. All right, we're back in business here. All right, let's see. What have I missed here? Seeing them wrestle in the corner like that. Oh, renew the comment. Oh, sorry. I gotta find it now that okay, I'm missing stuff, guys. Sorry. Stephen Parker. Hey, Stephen. He was on my Patreon live stream earlier today. Oh, they're showing the replay of the red card thing. Yeah, I definitely see that now. Yeah, it was purposeful. Stephen, thank you so much. Great fun and very informative. Appreciate you being here. What team am I going to pick? I don't know yet. I'm going to watch a few games before I decide. Oh, Liverpool almost scored. I normally used to use football and soccer interchangeably, though I say football more often. As an American, have felt the pressure to change from saying soccer to football amid the term debate. I think it depends, too, like who you're talking to. If I'm talking to a bunch of Europeans, like I am now, more likely to say football, but soccer slips out, too. If I'm talking to an American, I would call it soccer, because otherwise they wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Liverpool's trying to score here. See if they can. He kicked it out of bounds. You don't pick a team picks you. You find what you're drawn to a team, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, and the only way that can happen is if I watch games. Otherwise, you know, I really do agree with that. Like, I mean, what if it's not even any of the top teams I like? If I watch some of the lower division, like not division teams, but tier teams, I guess, I might like one of them better, for all I know. I know I'm going to get some ripping no matter what team I choose. Yeah, well, I already do it on my videos. If I watch a video, if I put a video up about a specific team, I get a bunch of downvotes because people don't like the team. It's like, okay, there's no avoiding it. Do I react only to the Premier League? No, I want to get familiar with all of the other leagues too, just because I want to see what it's like around the world. I'm sorry to ask, but yeah, watch Manchester United. I'm going to watch more Premier. I do want to watch Manchester United after Ronaldo, especially after Ronaldo starts playing for them. Which a lot of you said September 11th. This was his first game, maybe. So, did I know Chelsea's number 9 signed with them a month ago for 115 million euros? So insane. Their salaries are so insane. Champions League is starting soon. I know the Champions League is played throughout the season, but I don't have a concept yet of how those games are differentiated, like when and where they're played, basically, I guess. Sorry, Chelsea's trying to score here. Okay. So the Champions League, since it's played like if it's played like all season, it's only the top teams from each league. So don't those teams like fluctuate a little bit throughout the season? So how does that work exactly? How do they pick the teams for the Champions League? Ronaldo or Messi? They're both good. They're very different players. I want to watch Messi play for PSG this year, and I want to see Ronaldo with Manchester United. I want to watch him play live. I've seen a little bit of Messi when he played for Argentina this past summer, but I don't like it wasn't enough. Like I saw maybe a total of 15 or 20 minutes of him playing. So, and he didn't really do a whole lot. So you qualify for the Champions League based on your performance in the previous season. Oh, in the previous season. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that makes way more sense. Sorry, I'm being quiet right now. I'm just kind of like watching the game a little bit. I'm just watching how Chelsea or Liverpool's moving the ball around. I'm trying to like pick out some like offensive strategies as I watch Liverpool. Trying to see what they're doing. Guys, it's just like basketball. Guys, it is so much like basketball. It's insane. Like the way the players are moving around, at least on offense or attack, I don't know. Do you guys ever say offense or you just call it an attack? It is so eerily similar to basketball. Oh. You guys mostly just say attack. Please react to Serie A. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the different leagues. Neymar player was played much better on that final versus Messi. Messi was lucky to win, but he played good in the previous matches. Yeah, I just didn't get to catch the Copa America games much. I think different countries have different number of teams that qualify. We have top 4, and I think Scotland have 2 places. Oh, okay. Well, that would probably make sense because Scotland probably doesn't have as many teams, right? Maybe it depends on how many teams that you have in your league. Saying on the attack is a British thing. So other countries might call it something differently then, or different. Attackers and defenders. Liverpool must score. They're getting too close not to. They are. They're hanging around their goal a lot here. Chelsea hasn't really done a whole lot yet in this half. In most places, it's okay to say offense too. I wasn't sure, like, if you guys would, how familiar you are with those types of terms. So, Illinois is leading Nebraska 2-0, same amount of scoring as this match. Is that the, I guess, university teams? It's college soccer. We don't watch college soccer over here, guys. It's football and basketball are the 2 main college sports that get a lot of TV time and most of the fan base. When it comes to like baseball and soccer in college, people don't watch that as much for whatever reason. Do I have an MLS team that I follow? Nope. I've never watched an MLS game. Never watched an MLS game. I don't even know who the teams are. I literally know more about European football than I know about MLS. I've just never followed it. No, Nebraska and Illinois are playing college football right now. First game of the... Oh, yeah, some games start this... It's 2-0. How is that? How is it 2-0? That's a really odd score in football. How would that happen? That's why I didn't think it was a football game. Does college soccer even exist? Yes, it does over here. Our universities have all sports, guys. It's like football, basketball, soccer, softball, baseball, golf, water polo, volleyball, track and field. Oh, is that a bottle with pee in it? That's disgusting. Yeah, our university, we have university sports for like a bunch of different sports, and you can get a scholarship, to play on the teams, both men and women. But the crowds mainly go to football and basketball. Even if I can't stream, please watch the games. I'm planning to just watch. I'm not going to obviously be able to stream every weekend or whatever, but I'm going to try to watch some games. Which Premier League shirts do you like the most? I'm digging Chelsea's uniform over Liverpool right now. I'm just saying, Liverpool's is pretty. I like the checkers on Chelsea, and then like the neon stripe going down the side. And I just prefer blue over red too, just as a color. So I'll say that much. I don't know the uniforms enough to say like of all the teams, but of this game, Chelsea's uniform wins for me. Okay, they're about to try to score. Oh. It's good defense by Liverpool. Oh, I forgot Chelsea's playing with 10 people. Forgot about that. Guys, I have a sneaking suspicion Liverpool's going to win by like 1 goal or something. I don't know why. I just have a feeling. They seem to be a bit more, would you say, attacking than Chelsea right now. Chelsea doesn't seem like they're doing a whole lot this half. It's just a gut feeling I have. I don't have enough experience watching these games to really know, though. The best soccer players in the U.S. shouldn't play college soccer. They should be playing in the MLS at that age. I don't know what the rules are with that. Our professional leagues tend to have like age limits. Like, you can't play in the NBA until you're 19. You can't play in the NFL until you've played 3 years of college football. I don't know about the soccer. I don't know if the MLS, what their rules are about it. It's going to be hard for Chelsea to win this with 10 players. Yeah, that too. I just have a bad feeling about Chelsea in this game. It's amazing Liverpool hasn't scored yet. I mean, they've taken like 5 or 6 shots to the goal in this half already. Expected take from someone new. This is looking like an 11 draw because Liverpool hasn't made any cracks to Chelsea's defense this game. They're not. They haven't yet, but they might wear them down to where they can. I mean, we still have like, what, 25 minutes or something? It could be a draw too. Like, it's also feeling like it could be a draw. I think it's either going to be a draw or a Liverpool win. It's strange that in the US there are so few professional teams in the top sports. I don't know. You guys only have 20 teams in the Premier League. That's not any more than our leagues, I don't think. I think there might be like 30 teams, actually, in like the NFL and the NBA. Unless I'm just misunderstanding what you're trying to say. Girl just won a case against the NWSL so she can play pro at 15. Is the this is going to be a very stupid question. Is the NWSL an American league or is that in Britain? I'm not sure. This is how little I know about like soccer over here. You should watch TNG's This Week in Football. That's how I keep up with the games, and it's so funny since he talks about things that happen off the pitch too. Somebody told me to watch the show Match of the Week to keep up with it. What does TNG stand for, actually? Because I know that it's a Star Trek show. You have to let me know what TNG stands for. The teams in the lower leagues are also professional, so yeah, it's a lot more than just 20. Okay, I understand what you're saying now. The replacement for that over here is university football or university sports. That is our like lower divisions of professional sports. Basically, they're not professionals, but they get treated like professional leagues. So I would just say that the sports developed a little bit differently over here. So you just substitute our university sports for your lower leagues professional sports, and that's pretty much the equivalent over here. Hate to say it, but Chelsea's defense is skilled enough to see this through with 10, maybe even get lucky on the break if the Reds overcommit. They're doing well so far, have to admit that. We're going to get you to make a prediction at the start of each stream just for fun. See how lucky you are. It would be pure luck because I don't know enough about the teams. I would have to do my research going into the game. Guys, I haven't even had my lunch yet. I made lunch. I've been so into the game that I haven't eaten. This is my lunch. This is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and apples. Because it's after lunchtime over here and I haven't eaten yet. Okay. You guys said the NWSL is in America. Lunch here is evening. Well, I'm 6 hours behind behind Britain. It's 1 p.m. here. Jelly, yes, peanut butter and jelly. It's different than your jelly. Don't think I'm putting like Jello on my sandwich. It's not Jello. It's more like jam. It's actually a jam. It's actually grape jam that I put on there, and not jelly. But it's still called a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Why would I watch Match of the Day? It's a bunch of former players analyzing games. That sucks if you don't even know the players. Also, it's kind of boring if you don't know them. I don't know. I've never seen it before. It's just what people told me to watch. Is there a way to watch South American football in America? Yes, you should watch. I think somebody said it was on ESPN Plus, if that's right. And if that's the case, I do have access to it. Match of the Day is pretty much the only way to see highlights in the UK without paying. That's right, it is on BBC, right? We got a sub here. First sub of the game. I'm going to go wash my hands really quick. I might try to eat some. I'm really hungry. So I might try to eat a little bit of my sandwich, but I got to wash my hands. Be right back. Hi. Being a good girl. Being a good girl. Yes. All right. I'll have to do a video on my channel showing you guys how to make a proper peanut butter and jelly sandwich one of these days. I'll try not to like make chewing noises in the mic. Especially I do need to look at the team rosters. Or you guys call them team sheets. We call them rosters over here. Save you a piece of apple, please. I'm really digging these apples. That would be really loud to eat, though, probably. I got a little bit of salt sprinkled on them, too. VPN. I can do it with a VPN. It's easier to watch English football in the States than it is here. 3 p.m. kickoffs are rarely available. Really? I wouldn't have thought that. But yeah, like with Peacock, they give me every single game, so I can watch whatever one I want, and it's on demand too. So, like if I have to miss a game because of a schedule or something, I can go back and watch it again. Oh, we got a free kick coming. Okay, let's see. Match of the day is a huge part of English football culture. Highlights and analysis from the day's matches. It wasn't much of a free kick. I thought it was going to be closer to the goal. No. Furthest match of the day. I want to at least watch it one time. We have a Scarlet. Scarlet is in the house. Better behave now. You mean you have a dog named Scarlet? Is that what you're saying? I don't know where my Scarlet is. Oh, she's hearing her name. Oops. Uh-oh. There she goes. Peanut butter plus apricot jam or jelly is 10 out of 10. I don't think I like apricots, actually. I think I've had it once. I think I had apricot jelly once and I didn't like it. Wash my hands. I've been touching my dog and stuff, so I didn't want to like eat with dirty hands. I'm a bit of a germaphobe too, so maybe that has something to do with it. Cheese with your peanut butter and jelly. Mm. 4 a.m. kickoffs on the West Coast are brutal. That is true. That was one of the annoying things about living in LA when I lived there was that like the times for broadcasts were so weird. They usually base broadcasts in the US on like Eastern time, on the Eastern coast, on the East Coast, and so like the West Coast gets the shaft most of the time. You can play pro football at 16, in some cases even 15. We're very different from what we do over here. It's pretty insane though. Those are pretty young ages. FTW. What's this? Oh, is FTW like a show or a channel for the win? Oh, there's a debate going on how to pronounce apricot. Apricot or apricot? Yeah, people say it differently depending. What did I say? Apricot? I don't even know how I say it. Actually, I never thought about it. 15 is insane just because I'm thinking about like the maturity of like your body and stuff. It's not quite there at 15 usually. Although I know some people are very mature at 15, so I guess it depends, right? Oh, FTW is football this week. You said ape, which same as we do. That's why I was surprised. I thought all Americans say app. You guys say apricot over there too? Are people just like spamming acronyms right now for no reason? Is that what's going on? Getting to the stalemate right now, guys. Nothing's really happening. In 15, you should still be at school. Training would interfere with your schooling, and schooling would interfere with your training. That's why we have sports in school. Like our sports are linked to school. So you can do both. Match of the day on Saturday and Sunday evenings here in the UK is definitely worth watching. So it's on both days? On around 22:15 UK time. It's 10:15 p.m., right? Sorry, this is going to be loud. I'm trying not to be loud. Chewing. It's just looking more and more like a draw, guys. There have been a few Premier League players who were 16 when they debuted. Was Ronaldo 16 or 17 when he first played? Did you miss anything important? No, nothing's really happened in the second half. Or all the action was in the first half. Oh, Ronaldo was 18? Okay. For some reason I thought he was 17 when he started, but... On Saturday, highlights of Saturday, and on Sunday, highlights of Sunday matches. Is there a difference in like Saturday and Sunday? Do the are the Saturday matches generally like the better matches, and then Sunday, or are they both kind of equal? And what kind of matches they have on each day? So Ronaldo was 17. The youngest player to sign an MLS contract was 14. I don't know what the rules are with ages in MLS. This makes the biggest games usually played last of the day. That's the way it is here too. Y'all get that prime time audience. Hey, sick beanie, bro. Let's subscribe to your channel. Thanks for joining the live. Sorry, I'm just like chewing in the mic, I'm sure. Welcome to the channel. Looks like it's going to end 1-1. Time running out now. Yeah. Now, you guys should have to remind me. If the clock runs out, it's 1-1. Do you do penalty shootouts to try and win, or is it just a draw at that point? I can't remember like when you do penalty shootouts at the end of the game. No penalty shootouts, it's just going to be a draw. Wait, so when do they do the penalty shootouts at the end of the game? Like, I guess I forgot that. Is it only like in the tournaments where they do that then? But in the leagues they don't? Is that what it is? Oh, penalties are only for knockout matches. Okay, so like, would Champions League have penalty shootouts then? Like the Euros, and then World Cup would have it too then? Okay, I think I understand now. It's going to take a while for all of the information to slowly sink in. I think it's going to be a draw, guys. 3 points for a draw or 1 point for a draw? I thought 3 points was for a win. 1 point was for a draw. I'll have to look up FTW and look at. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna watch it. I'll look it up. If it's a real thing, like I don't know, like sometimes you guys troll me with stuff like that. I'm gonna look it up on YouTube right now. By FNG. Is that it? Three points for a win, 1 point for a draw, 0 points for a loss. What I thought. Oh, did that guy just get hit in the face? I thought the coach was laughing and then he just goes into this rage. Thanks for doing this. It was good. I hope you enjoyed and hope you watch Man United one day. I'll plan on watching the Man United. We'll watch one of their big matches, I guess. Only got a couple of minutes left. Okay, guys, so this channel, I'm going to hit the subscribe. I'm subscribed to that channel now, okay? What is this channel though? Like, what does he do? Does he just do like funny commentary on football or what? It's really hard to tell from his thumbnails. Let me react to one of his videos. They're super funny. I'll look at it. We'll see what it's like. How do you guys feel about this draw? I don't understand why the clock is going past the 3-minute mark. It's 90 minutes, and then you add 3 minutes. It should be 93 minutes as the cutoff, right? But they're going past that. I don't know why. They just went past about like 19 seconds, so. All right, guys. Well, that's it. 1-1. One point is good. One man down. Well, yeah, that's a good point, actually. I would take that over a loss for sure. I like Chelsea's uniforms, guys. I really like their uniforms. I have to say that. Three minutes is the minimum amount time The ref promised not a hard stop. You guys are so like lackadaisical with your clocks over there. It's weird for me. Uniforms equals kits. I know that. I just keep using the American terms for everything. Referee has flexibility to add, especially in the match where there is time wasting. So weird. So weird. I'm going to get used to that too. Get used to that too. We are so like strict with the clock down to the millisecond here with our sports. And the referee doesn't get to like just add time whenever he or she wants to. It's so different. You guys are just like seriously so freaking flexible with your clocks over there. Not used to that. You add as much time on as regards to how much time has stopped during the gameplay in the second half. It can be any amount of time added on. Well, I know that, but they were saying +3 and then they went past +3. That's what I meant. So thanks for your stream today. Did I enjoy my first Premier League game? Yes, I did. I'm very glad for the experience. And like I said, I really, really liked the atmosphere. It reminds me a lot of college football games here. Much prefer the atmosphere to the Euros and like international matches. I think it's going to be fun to like watch more games and compare like the crowds and the atmosphere in different stadiums and for different teams and stuff. So like that's going to be fun. It's only quite recently they started telling us the minimum time added on. Back in the days, old days, you had no clue when it was going to end, really. That would have been interesting. Chelsea has the best defense in Europe. You guys agree with that? The red card sadly took the air out of the match. Second half was kind of stale. Yeah, I guess that might be what it was. The first half was super fun to watch, for sure. Nebraska, Illinois is now 9-2. I'm still trying to figure out how you got the 2. Was it a safety? Was there a safety? Is that how it is? Because you get 2 points for a safety, right? It's super rare to have a score of 2 in American football. Like it's not. That's really odd. So there must have been a safety or something. You'll have to let me know, or I'll go back and watch it later. I actually don't really care. I mean, Nebraska and Illinois are not really in my part of the country, so I don't really follow them. Let's see. Want to try another league, the Bundesliga. How do you say Bundesliga? Is a nice option. I'm gonna try and catch games from all the different leagues because I want to just see how different they are. So Nebraska's actually winning something. Nebraska in college football, they're one of those teams that were really good back in the day. They would like win national championships, and I don't think they have really done anything in the last like 25 years. So it's one of those teams where you always expect something good to happen, and then they usually lose. They're just not in a good place in more recent years. Will be interesting seeing you see rugby union or league, just to see what you think of the difference in play and speed. Yeah, I've only seen like clips of rugby. I've never like watched a game of it before. So, I know there's something called a scrum, and they do a lot more. They do a lot more running and passing. Well, the game just doesn't stop compared to like American football. So, what's a safety? Is where you I'm trying to. It's where you tackle a player of the other team in their own end zone. That's the safety. I don't expect you to understand what that is unless you actually know American football, but it's really rare. Like, it doesn't happen much, so that's why I was kind of surprised by it. Man United on September 11th. Please watch it. Well, we might have to plan another stream for September 11th, guys, and watch Ronaldo's debut at Man United. I might try to do that if I'm able to. Actually, that's my brother's birthday, and since it's a Saturday, we might be doing a birthday party for him that day. So I don't know. We'll see. Tomorrow for Messi's debut. Yeah, I got to remember that. I don't know if I can get my hands on the French league or not, but I'll try. We got to do cricket sometime. England beat India today. It would be fun to do like live streams for the different sports. Yes, I might try to do his debut at Man United, like I just said, on September 11th, if my schedule allows. 20 years since September 11th, 01. I know. I can't believe it's been 20 years. It's crazy. USA versus Canada, September 5th. Is that cricket that you're talking about? Lovely match to stream. Arsenal played Manchester City today and got thrashed 5-0. Nice amount of goals for a neutral viewer. Not a surprise at all. Just the way currently for it. Okay. Sounded like it was a pretty good match then. Thank you, Matthias. Appreciate that. There are no Premier League games next week as England is playing. The next set of games is on 11th of September. Okay. England is playing. What are they playing? Russia Ronaldo would be live on Sky. It's very unusual to reschedule for a player's debut. You're having to reschedule the game? World Cup qualifying is soon. I should watch my country. I don't know how the World Cup works, but I guess you play qualifying games. I'll have to try and catch that too. Who was my man of the match? I don't know. You know what? I was really impressed by the header from Chelsea. Whoever made that shot, I didn't catch his name, but whoever that was the most impressive part of this entire game to me. So him. You have to let me know what his name was. Football, US versus Canada. Why? What are they playing in? I thought that international matches were over and everybody was playing league games right now. You should watch some local soccer of the national team, especially versus Mexico or Canada. I haven't even watched an American team play. Like, I've seriously watched way more European football than I've watched American. Appreciate that. Header was Kai Havertz. German. He's German. Okay. I'll say Kai Havertz is my man of the game. Be safe and go with Conte. I didn't even see him playing. Was he playing? If so, I completely missed him. Football season interspersed with cup and international games. What are the international games for? Are they just random games that you guys play for the heck of it, or? Why is it not? What the heck? United States men's national team has won 3 World Cup qualifying games coming up. There is an international break soon. I still have to get my head around all of the. You guys have so many things going on at the same time in one sport. I'm having a hard time like getting my head around it all. Oh, Conte got injured. Okay. I thought that they would have like made a point to point him out in the game if he was playing, and I didn't see him. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Can I explain the baseball rules for dummies? Is that a video that you mean? Thanks for the live stream. Glad you enjoyed the match. You can watch PSG live tomorrow if I can find it. Like I don't know if I get. It's weird. Like I seem to have access to all of the leagues or most of the main ones except for the French league for some reason. So if I can find it, I will try and watch it. Thanks for streaming. Really enjoyed. Looking forward to the next one. I'm going to keep Manchester United in mind for September 11th and see if we can watch Ronaldo play his first game well, I know it's not his first, like he used to play for them, right? So it's his return, as somebody said here. But I'm going to try and see. I'm going to aim for a live stream then. But like I said, we might be having like a family birthday for my brother. So he lives in Nashville, which is a few hours away. So if he like drives in for that, I don't know. So we'll see. It's been very enjoyable. Thanks so much for the stream. Thanks, Stephen, for being here. Thanks all of you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. I think at one point we had like 500 something people watching, which was more than I expected. So what club do you support? I don't have a specific club. I'm just like, this is my very first Premier League game that I watched today. So I've not watched enough of the league to know. Admire your efforts trying to answer your questions, admitting to not knowing. I think this mentality will help you learn more about football dynamics. There's no point in pretending that you know something when you don't. Otherwise, you'll never understand it properly. So That was great. Thank you. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. That was fun. Good live stream. Thank you, Swedish Lion. Swedish Lion. What the? That's a really cool screen name. I like people that have a sense of humor like that. Bravo, girl. Nice job. Thank you. Fun, lovely, and entertaining as always. Thank you, Mattis. Appreciate it. PSG should be on BN tomorrow. I don't have BN. That's the thing. I might have to, because I have Hulu TV and they don't have BN, but Fubo TV does have it, so I might have to switch over to that so that I can get the French league. Real Madrid is the club that won the most Champions Leagues. Social media handles are always really important, but some of them are really good. Yeah, some people are really, really good at like naming their handles. We'll be able to see PSG in Champions League better games than the French league. That's true. So that's a possibility. Do not support Madrid. You guys are going to tell me to support this or not support that based on Steve D, use a VPN. I've got free access to a VPN until October, but let's see. Hey, Eric Vasquez, appreciate it. You should watch the Super Clasico between La Chivas and versus Club America. Big rivalry between these two Mexican soccer teams. I do. I think I have access to the league and on ESPN Plus, so I might try to do that. When is that game exactly? So I have an idea. I'm gonna plug my computer battery's about to go. How come the MLS doesn't have a concept of relegation? Are there no other teams from lower divisions there? Our professional sports don't do relegation at all, so it's probably because Americans wouldn't be into that. It's just not how we do our professional leagues over here. So if that I don't think there are lower division teams either. It's just, it doesn't work like that over here. It's like before you go to the professionals, you play in college, you play university. It's a different system over here as to what you guys have over there. So like you guys don't really have university teams over there. Like I know you have maybe some sports and stuff, but the teams are not like huge. Over here, college university teams get bigger crowds than the professional teams do in a lot of cases. It's what that would be like our lower level of professional sports over here are the university teams. And then you have the professional league. So there's nothing underneath. You got 30 teams in the NBA and that's it. However many teams are in MLS, that's it. Below that is college. That is the level right below professional. So it's like high school, college, professional. That's how it works over here. And usually you have to play school ball to play in the professional leagues. It's just a different system. That would take the fun out of things. If I was guaranteed a spot in the league every year, I couldn't care about how the team performs as an owner. Yeah, I don't really know why relegation isn't a thing over here. Let's see. My software is freezing up a little bit, guys, so it's sorry if it's looking buggy. There are lower division leagues, but you can pay to get your club in MLS, like Austin First Club. Okay, MLS might be different. I'm more familiar with NBA, although NBA has the G League now, so that would be slightly like a league below the NBA now. But it still does not get the same draw that the college level does. There are lower divisions in the US, but the key thing is that no ownership group wants the risk of being relegated. They want guaranteed top division money every year, so no promotion and relegation. That might be true in the MLS. Like I said, I don't know anything about the MLS. From what I've learned so far, what one thing from US sports do you think would benefit European football? I still think it would be fun to like have the same rule as you do in basketball. Like once you cross the midfield line, you can't go back across again. I think that would make the game more exciting to watch. Like it would. I think it would make it intensify more. I think that would be fun to watch, actually. In most of the world, sports teams were started by workers and blue-collar folks. In the U.S., sports teams went corporate fairly quickly. Sports teams over here actually started in college. They did not start at the professional level. The professional leagues came way after the college sports. Like college football started in the 1860s over here. The NFL started in like the 1940s or 50s. So our professional sports are way behind the college sports. So it's still different than like the working class blue collar, but our sports also did not start in the professional leagues. College was elitist though. Yeah, but then you also have like high school. I don't know. And there are like rec teams that you can play for. You know, if you're an adult and you want to play, like there are rec teams that you can play for. So it's not like you can't play at all. But I guess what you guys would call like Sunday league games or whatever. But it's just like it's really hard. It's like kind of pointless to compare the two because the sports just they develop very differently over here than they did over there. So it's really hard to like compare the two. Would it be right to say that it's the best match you've watched live? I would say it was so far. How far did I reach in my basketball career? I was the captain of my high school team. I could have played in college if I wanted to on scholarship, but I didn't want to. I was burned out on it by the time I graduated high school and couldn't take 4 more years of that at a higher level. So I didn't play in college. Whatever promotes sporting excellence works for me. I think the USA has a better system for encouraging team/individual success, no doubt. Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard for me to like grasp the football culture over there, and like you said, like the blue collar feel to it, because we don't have that over here. We have school sports, and you guys don't really have the school sports over there. So you guys have a hard time like grasping that over here. It's just two very different two very different ways to go about it. So it's interesting to learn about. Like I don't know if one's better than the other. It's just different, you know. That's why there are so many similarities between U.S. college sports and European football, as U.S. professional sports were a corporate endeavor. I would say that our college games are way, 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 way more like European football. You get the same type of atmosphere at college games as you do that I saw today. It's a little different in like the singing was just like completely nonstop, and like you guys say, it's a little bit more spontaneous. Things are a little bit different with college sports, football over here, because we have like college bands. So you'll have like 200 band members. There's like a section in the stands for the band, and they play throughout the entire, like you can't play during play, but if there's a break in the game, you'll hear them start playing. And then sometimes the crowd will join in with whatever they're playing. A lot of the times it's either a fight song or the school song, which would be like the equivalent of like You'll Never Walk Alone. There are mascots, you know, cheerleaders. So it's probably a little bit more organized than what you guys have, but the atmosphere is very similar. I see what people in American sports is that it's so much money, and that's all what the sponsors want, not what the fans want. That's why I prefer college sports, because they're not as they're way more. It's much more of like a school spirit behind the team rather than like professional sponsor stuff. During the Euros, you mentioned you'll be trying to make a full English breakfast. Do I know when? I don't know when. I have to plan it out. I have to actually like go buy. I have to like do a lot of planning for that video and go buy the stuff, and then try to find some good like instructions on how to make it, and find a good day when I can have the kitchen to myself and do that. So I thought the USA was different from the world by only the imperial system, but the way you have described sport roots there, it seems US is really different. I guess in terms of sports, yeah, it is very different. How was the atmosphere? I really love the atmosphere of this game. It was a lot of fun. That's totally what made the game for me. I think John Oliver will have something to say about the NCAA. The NCAA might be on its way out from what I hear, with what's happening with all of the conference realignments over here. Some of you have asked me to like do a video explaining how college sports works, but right now, like I hesitate to do that because all of the college conferences are realigning, which means that things might be totally different in a couple of months, and like my video will be outdated. So kind of waiting to see what happens with all of that. I have to watch African football and in Latin America. Yeah, the African football hasn't even been on my radar. I need to actually do more about Africa just in general. Did the college student win the suit? I think you mean about can they profit off of their likeness? Yes, they did win, and so college players can now be paid by sponsors to, if sponsors want to use them, they can now get paid for that, I think. Or for, I guess the likeness would also be if they're in games or something. If they make it to like a video game, then they can get paid for that now. African football is not that recognized. I kind of gathered that from the lack of, people mentioning it, but how did I get the idea of watching soccer games? Sports has always been a thing in my family. I played it growing up. I didn't play soccer growing up, but I played sports growing up. And I just know, like, my channel has been very focused on learning about, other parts of the world, and in particular Europe. But I know that soccer or football is very, very ingrained in the culture in the UK and a lot of European countries. And so I figured that it probably fits in really well with learning about like history and stuff, because and just cultures, learning about other cultures, sports is a big part of that. So, and I've always kind of been curious about it, even though I've never really watched it before. I've been a little curious about it. So that's why. There are a lot of similarities between college football and European sports. Conference realignment is kind of similar to promotion and relegation, but still very, very different. It is very similar to that. Like, there are advantages to being in certain conferences. So yes, and when you get moved to one of the better conferences, then it can really help out your chances with, like, well, you have a shot at like the national championship, whereas in other conferences you really don't. So there is a bit more of that in college sports over here. In the US, what's the difference between college and university? There is no difference. When we say college, we mean university. Just realized Roger's the Chelsea supporter. That's right. I've got the Liverpool flag. Roger has the Chelsea flag. Please watch German football someday. I'm going to get to the other leagues. Shock college shows aren't paid, even though hundreds of thousands of people watch them live. Yeah, and the schools make millions of dollars off of them too. That's the other thing. So, yes, the universities make TV deals with like ESPN and stuff, and ESPN will actually pay them millions of dollars to be able to air their games. So, and then you also get money if you play certain other teams. So, the universities make millions of dollars off of the athletics, college sports. And there's been a big controversy of the athletes not actually getting a cut of that. Now, they do get scholarships, they are students first and athletes second. So they're really there to, like, well, some go just to get to like the NBA or the NFL, to be honest. They don't care about getting a degree. But by and large, most students are there to get a college degree and they play sports maybe as a means to paying for it. So they do get some benefit out of playing, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. What are my thoughts on people saying American sports look more like a show compared to European sports? I mean, I would probably agree with that based on what I saw today. Although it's not like purposeful. It's not like university sports is actually way more of a show than like the NFL, like professional leagues are. You'll see way more going on at a university game, a college game. But it's organic. Like, it's not just for show. It's just the school spirit basically is what drives that. It's not to put on a show necessarily. But I can see why people in Europe might view it that way. Are college university players classed as amateurs? They are classed as amateurs. But the weird thing is, like, all of their games get aired on all of the major broadcast stations, ESPN. There are more college games aired. There are way more college games aired on television than there are professional sports games, because there are hundreds of college teams. So, and the stadiums, a lot of the stadiums are bigger than professional teams. So, like, the college sports over here literally gets treated like professional sports. Like, if you tuned into a college game, you wouldn't know the difference between that, like a college football game and the NFL. It looks the same. College players now profit off name, image, and likeness. Yeah, I just mentioned that. Very recent change is shaking up the NCAA. Yeah. And then that, along with the conference realignment, a lot of people are saying is going to make the NCAA obsolete. So the NCAA might be in trouble right now. What's my favorite sport in the US? During football season, it's football. During basketball season, it's basketball. Football season kicks off next week. My team's first game is next week. Basketball season starts they start playing games in like October, November. But my basketball team, the University of Memphis, they signed the #1 recruiting class this year, and they're considered to be national championship contenders. So we'll see. They have like some of the best players in the entire game. So we'll see how they do this year. They've never won a national championship before, so we're waiting on that. It's like England. It's like England. That's why I sympathize with England, is because we always have good teams and we're expected to like go far, and then something happens and we never do. So we'll see how it pays out this year. All right, guys. I think I am going to call it here. I need to finish eating my lunch. I'm getting really hungry, so I'm going to do that. Appreciate all of you guys watching. Can't believe there's still 166 of you watching this, but I really appreciate that. CR7, Messi, or Neymar? Don't know. I need to watch more of them. I've only really seen highlights, so I can't really make a decision based on that. So, then I should sympathize with Arsenal. Yeah, as far as like Premier League teams go, I'm getting the vibe that Arsenal is kind of like my team. So, all right, guys, that's it. I'll see you guys maybe September 11th for Manchester United. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Appreciate you guys being here for this as always. We'll have some more videos coming out this weekend. Been dealing with some bad news with COVID. Some people I know the past few days. Somebody I knew passed away from it. I have a cousin in the hospital from it. So I've been taking a short break from filming just so I could like process all of that. But anyway, I'll be back to it this weekend. We'll be posting some new videos. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.